Man, I just hope they don't take those moves to the football field this upcoming season. Eagles will be in trouble. Serious trouble. We have a show, an interesting show today. No doubt, it's been a lot of movement. A lot of movement. A lot of movement in the NBA. LaMelo Ball. I like the move. Ant-Man is finally fit to get him some help. No more excuses for the Ant-Man. Came a surprise. Who the hell would have thought the Charlotte Hornets would have exercised, entertained, getting rid of LaMelo Ball? I'm almost jealous. I'm not going to lie to you. A pickup like that, in need, desperate need, for Minnesota. Now they got somebody who can handle a rod and get the ball to Ant-Man, could also go and get his, set the table, flamboyant, sells tickets, interesting to watch. But the most important thing I love about all of this, you're going to get to see who the real LaMelo Ball is. He's in the bright lights now. Can't hide. Your talent has to show up. I've been critical of him in the past. Not that far past, maybe a few months ago, actually. A few months ago. I am a fan. Love his game. But I was only critical of him because of the shot selection. Obviously, that's probably everybody's argument with LaMelo Ball. High volume of threes early in the shot clock. That's my only argument. He tones that down. I think his game is going to change a little bit, being in the bright lights, been on another team. It's going to be a dangerous squad. It's going to give him the best opportunity to go and win a championship now for the Ant-Man. He deserves that, because if not, he's going to be walking right out of that door coming up soon. I think Minnesota management understands that. You got to get the talent around him if you want to be successful as a franchise. All right? So I love the trade with LaMelo Ball going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just wish it could have been somebody else, like a Miami, maybe. All right. I can't say the Houston Rockets, because you got the Fred VanVleet over there. He's going to get healthy. He's going to be back. Reed Shepherd, of course. And now they got Bruce Thornton that they got in the draft. I like that pick, but Raphael Stone, that can't be it, because I am worried. A lot of Houston fans, I'm pretty sure, are still worried. If Bruce Thornton is going to be the only thing we're going to settle for this upcoming season, and you're not making a splash, all these big moves being made, big moves, and the Houston Rockets haven't made a splash yet when you have Jaylen Brown sitting out there. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what you got to do to make this move. That would be perfect, a big new change-up for the Houston Rockets. They can get their hands on Jaylen Brown. Now, I know a lot of other teams are bidding for him. I know. But you better put your name in the hat. That's all I'm asking for. Fight for him. Come up with a package. Steven Adams, he can hold it down for a little bit. Got Clint Capella, but, you know, we'll have the scoring taken care of. The Rockets really don't need a scoring big man. They just need an effective big man who can rebound and play defense, be nasty inside the paint. They have outside shooting and prolific ISO scoring, playing team basketball when needed, gritty and tough defense. Yeah, they can contend. Jaylen Brown right now, to me, is more of a formidable player than KD will for the long stretch. 82-game season for his availability, durability. All right? And plus, it's starting to seem like KD might want to leave himself. You just never know. He just seems like he's coming off a little different. We'll see. We'll see. But rolling it back again, the same roster with added piece of Van Vliet and Steven Adams. Yeah, we know. Bruce Thornton, the guy you drafted. Can't wait to Summer League. I'll be tuning in to that, especially with this young player. He might be the real deal. We'll see. We know he can shoot. Don't know too much about it. We know he can shoot. We know he's competitive. We know he's bulky. He's strong for a short guard. Look like he wants to be great. Can he be an all-star? Could that be the ceiling for his career? Gonna find out, but we don't have time to waste for him to develop. We don't. He has to come on quick. Throw him in the fire quick. In the rotation quick. Matching up some of the biggest, greatest, prolific guards in the league. He's going to have to match up with the Greek Freak, Pat Riley. Oh, my goodness. What a big splash. Only thing now, they got to show up this roster. Everything else is good. Everything else is good. They're going to have players wanting to go there. Names are already floating. You hear Klay Thompson. You hear Buddy Hield. You hear me? You even hear veterans like Chris Middleton coming over. And I don't mind Middleton coming over. I don't mind Damian Lillard, which some people predicted next year he could try to join. See, what I don't mind is I know these players are over the hill. I know they're aged, but they're professionals. We're not asking them to do too much in Miami. You have Giannis over there. You got Bam out of the bio. Okay? They're going to handle the bulk of the load. You need expertise. All right? Shooting, ball handling, decision making. That's what you need. These veteran guys can add that. Timely shooting down the stretch when these guys are being double teamed. You need guys to show up. Miami Heat going to get guys on their roster that can do that. Even if they're one-trick ponies. Long as they're good at their show, all right? You got to be great at the show you're doing. And if you can do that, because the defense already going to be there, nice, packed, stacked, they're going to be fine. Everybody going to want to play in Miami. It's just about getting the pieces now. A lot of floaters out there. A lot of floaters out there. For shooters, bodies, role players that can help. So this Greek Freak trade, it fits the bill. It fits the bill. Now, another thing I want to talk about, because look, it's like 3-4 teams that are really trying to make splash that's in the circles of talks. LeBron James. Everybody cooking that back up. This man here is, 41 years old, about to be out of the league. Got his name circling around once again, tearing up the media. I will say this. All right, I will say this. They even have him in talks going to the Miami Heat, going back to the Heat. Crazy it might sound, I don't mind that one bit. You know why? He's not the focal point. He's one of the best, greatest facilitators in this league. He has smarts. He's intelligent. Ball control. Setting the table. Really don't want to score too much anyway. Piggybacking a ring. My only thought process on that, I don't really think the Greek Freak Giannis will want LeBron James over there. To be honest with you, Greek Freak is one of those guys that believe in getting it done with what you got. Of course, he wants a couple of pieces there to help out, but trying to stack the team with superstars, all-stars, he ain't never been about that. Why do you think he stayed in Milwaukee all this time? All right? He's loyal. He's going to grit and grind it out. He's not going to make excuses for it. And he don't want to stockpile a whole bunch of veteran, used-to-be superstars trying to pile up on a championship. It's just going to taint it. He knows that. Let him run the show. Don't stall out his process being in Miami. But the LeBron James situation, if it was to happen, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. All right? Because you got Bam out of the bio, and now you got 3 guys on the floor that is legit. Legit. Throw 2 guys in there that can shoot the hell out of the ball. You have something there. Build up that bench. Got to have guys coming off the bench. Got to. But the Boston Celtics, you got to come off Jaylen Brown. All right? Where my drink at? You got to come up with something. Can't let him come next season in your lineup. I'm thinking. I'm just being greedy. I just want him out myself, to be honest with you. Plus, he's a guy that really wants to lead his own team. I know a lot of destinations could be perfect for Jaylen Brown. I mean, you hear Portland, right? Some people saying Detroit Pistons. I don't know how that will work out. We'll see. Speaking of Pistons, Durant, they trying to get him out of there, or he wants to go. That will be a big hole in their defense and offense, but it will hurt. It will hurt. But a match made in heaven would definitely be Jaylen Brown coming to these Houston Rockets. Like I said, a match made in heaven if they can make that deal happen. And we're going to get into these teams that have made the latest moves. Like I said, it's just the top teams that's in the circles and the talks for the Houston Rockets. We know them. Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons, Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, all these little teams that made big deals and some that are thinking about making deals. All right? So buckle it up and let's get into it. And we'll break it down to the teams. Matter of fact, let me get I don't need no eye strain. You know what I mean? You get that eye strain. Staring at a lit up monitor for so long. Let's move this thing up. Season just ended and already excited about the upcoming season because of just the little moves they done made already. Training camp for sure. Summer League is what I'm talking about. Summer League. It's going to be exciting. The NBA offseason has exploded with historic blockbuster trades and contract extensions shifting the league's balance of power before free agency even officially opens on June 30th. Crazy, huh? This biggest splash in free agency ain't even open. And I mean, moves just been like this. Fast paced, quick. All right? Let's start with the Miami Heat. All right? The Giannis mega deal is one of the biggest trades of the decade. Miami acquired two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis from the Milwaukee Bucks. What was the cost of this? To land Giannis. Miami gutted its death, sending Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Khalil Ware, draft picks, Kasparas Jakubowicz. Almost hard to say that last name. You say that about 3, 4, 5 times in a row, man, you're going to get tongue twisted and hog-tied, everything else. Jakubowicz, all right? Jakubowicz, that's his name. Jakubowicz, Kasparas Jakubowicz. Kasparas Jakubowicz. Got it? Kasparas Jakubowicz. All right, we'll go with that. That sounds good. That one rolled off pretty good. We'll just roll with that one. All right, don't mind me. I'm crazy as hell at times. 3 first-round picks and a pick swap to Milwaukee. What's the next steps? Because their roster depth is hollowed out, that's one way to put it. Miami Heat depth is definitely hollowed out. No doubt about that. Miami is now facing strict financial constraints, but is actively looking at under-the-radar targets and filling out the roster through an aggressive, undrafted free agent class. And like we stated, I believe it's going to happen. It's not going to be hard to get bodies over there. And not only that, we're dealing with the Miami Heat, one of the storied franchises in the league. So let's say if they don't get a big name, they know how to find these players crawling out of a hole, man. They done made D-League players and built them up to be something. They always get the best at what they got, all right? Best out of what they get. They work these players up as a hell of a program. Everybody's in a system. And that's been built up by yours truly, the Silver Fox, all right? He don't play no games. He trying to make his last run before he kick the bucket, you know? Not like that, Pat. You're long and strong. Gonna be around for a good minute. Not like that, Pat. All right. But yeah, he's trying to make his last little punch now before he head out and getting the Greek Freak. It's a hell of a punch. It's a knockout blow, actually. So I have no doubt in Pat Riley to show up this roster. Let's move on down. Houston Rockets. Quiet stability. For now, following the last summer's mega acquisition of Kevin Durant, Houston is projected to have a quieter free agency period. They re-signed Fred VanVleet to a more team-friendly deal, $50 million over 2 years, extended center Steven Adams, and added forward Dorian Finney-Smith. Trade speculation. Behind the scenes, the front office is reportedly gauging the trade market for Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun after the two stars struggled to find instant on-court chemistry last season. Houston aggressively traded up with the Knicks to select Ohio State guard Bruce Thornton, which was nice for them. Their hands was tied behind their backs. They mustered up something. They might have found a jewel. We're not saying he's a superstar. We're just saying this guy could be a professional. Go out there, do his job. Big 3-and-D guy. See where it takes you. All right? But I think, they made the most out of what they had to do. And I think they made a hell of a good selection. We'll see how it goes, but you can't blame them for that one. All right? At the number 31st pick. Los Angeles Lakers, which you just gave the ultimate bag so far to Austin Reeves. Do he deserve it? Hell yeah, Austin Reeves deserves that. He deserved $200 million if you want to give him that. If you want to give him that. Lakers know. They don't pay this guy, he's going somewhere. A lot of teams out there want to get their hands on him. A lot of teams. I think I heard what Detroit Pistons was going to look to bring him in, throw him a stack. So, yeah, Lakers had no choice. And you just can't have Luka over there by himself. Got to pair him up with somebody, And depending on what's going to happen with LeBron James. Happens every year, right? Waiting to see what he's going to do. I ain't waiting to see what he's going to do, but everybody else waiting to see what he's going to do, I guess. He can retire today. I wouldn't have no problem with it. The Reeves extension. The Lakers locked down their biggest internal priority, signing Austin Reeves to a massive 4-year, $185 million extension to secure him alongside Luka Doncic long term. First off, congratulations. He got the bag. And since he got the bag, we'll give him this.
Yeah. Hola, no. Shut down. Let's up on this. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Yeah, my dog barking. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Give me the money. Hey, I check it's fine. 1S, 2 line. lines, that is the dollar sign. Hey, hey, I check it's fine. 1S, 2 lines, that is the dollar sign.
Yes, Austin Reeves is rolling in the dough. Let him buy 100. Let him buy 100. Reeves, let him buy 100. Right? He got it. LeBron James watch, right? LeBron James is officially a free agent. While retirement is a minor consideration, he is widely expected to re-sign with the Lakers. Really. The Lakers are holding a $59.5 million cap hold for him while they wait on the decision. Lakers are seeking a defensive anchor requested by Doncic, the Don. The Don has laid down the order. And if he say give him an A-list big man, you go and get him an A-list big man. All right? You don't want to disgruntle your star for the future. You lose him, you lose everything. All right? The Lakers are closely monitoring the Knicks' unrestricted free agent, Mitchell Robinson, and Detroit's disgruntled center, Jaylen Duren. Man, if they lose Jaylen Duren, oh man, you don't want the Lakers to get Jaylen Duren. Oh my. Woo! If that was to happen. If that was to happen. Let's go down to the Boston Celtics, the last team out there in the mix, in talks, tearing up the social media space and the internet and top programs. Jaylen Brown on the block. After missing out on the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes, the Celtics are aggressively discussing a trade involving 4-time All-Star Jaylen Brown. Can't believe this guy's on the move. Still at a good age. Not even 30 yet. Brad Stevens and the front office are engaged with multiple teams discussing deals with purpose to shake up the roster while Brown still has 3 super max years left on his contract. That's all in a nutshell. I'm out of breath. Spare me. Give me a beverage. My goodness. Woo! My. Look. I like what I'm seeing. All this movement. All I have to say is we have to continue to watch. See what else Miami's going to do. How long will it take? Will we hear it in weeks, days, months? But I guarantee you before the season starts, Pat Riley going to make a splash. He put some guys on this roster that's going to contend. As far as the Houston Rockets, don't run it back. If you do, you're going to get left behind. Going to get left behind. Only way I see it for the Houston Rockets to compete for a real chance to win a championship is they have to get a guy like Jaylen Brown. Running back with KD, running it back with a healthy Fred VanVleet and a Steven Adams and your newfound rookie, Bruce Thornton. Just not going to do it in the tough Western Conference. You just can't do it. I'm sorry. It can't happen for you. So, and if that's the case, we calling for everybody else's head. Raphael Stone should be on the way out the door too after next season if something don't shake loose. I say conference finals are a complete bust for the Houston Rockets. Hey, I want championship. I understand. It's championship or bust as well. But to save his job, he needs to at least get to the conference finals where you can say, okay, next year they'll just knock down the door, right? I'm trying to help him out. He might have been gone. If I had anything to do with it, he might have been gone. All right? G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Appreciate y'all time. That was just a little intro to the outro, I guess you want to call it. All the moves have been going on here lately, but definitely enjoy y'all Big Friday. New subscribers, appreciate it. Thanks for your time. We just sit and wait. See what happens next. Enjoy yourselves. We're out here. Peace.